Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today is Sunday, September 18, 2022, and the Sun and Venus are together in the land of Virgo, right down here. Companions in the search for order in the universe, sensitive to the delicate balance between order and chaos. We just want our lives and our choices to make sense. The third quarter, well, it was third quarter yesterday, waning crescent moon is in Gemini, making ingress to Cancer very early this morning. We've officially begun the active clearing of our creative spaces, both within and without. Cancerian vibes will make this very much about the heart and the home. Be gentle with yourself as you discard things you may not be sure about letting go. Take your time and prepare a nice space for the next round of creations to begin after the new moon next week. Mutable earth and cardinal water. Cardinal water can wash mutable earth away. This is a good time to dig in on the big house cleanup. Okay, first let's take a look at what the moon is doing today. This has to do with our personal lives, how it feels to be us and who we are at home. Here's the moon on the page. At 2:59 this morning, moon makes ingress to Cancer. So moon rules Cancer. We are right at home in the heart and home vibes. It's a good time to hang out with your home side family and enjoy the closeness. This transit lasts 2.5 days. Then at 12:38 p.m., just in the afternoon, moon goes square to Jupiter. Cancer, Sagittarius, Pisces. Moon square to Jupiter is right there, that pink line. As usual, we get a positive, social, friendly vibe when our feelings meet up with our desire for growth. The square aspect warns against overindulging or otherwise overestimating our capacities. And then just a little bit later at 12:56 this afternoon, moon goes square to Mercury, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, and here's moon square to Mercury right there. So our thoughts are colored by our emotions. This can be a moody vibe, and Mercury is currently retrograde. Understand that we're likely to choose only what feels good to us at this time, regardless of how fair it is. And then on the sun side of the page, we have some stuff going on. This is where we explore our self-expression out in the world, sort of how we act and interact out there in our work, social, and civic lives. Mercury has been culminating in opposition to Jupiter for a while now. Today, that opposition reaches its strongest vibration, its most strong effect on our lives. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Here's Mercury's opposition to Jupiter right there. We've been discussing this opposition for a while, and we can be overwhelmed with thoughts, ideas, or options in a way that may seriously slow us down with this opposition or leave us feeling unable to act. Adjoined to this opposition today, you'll find that the moon is square, right, to both of those planets, making this triangular shape we call a T-square. And we call it a T-square because basically, it all comes back to us right here in the middle, right? So this causes some buzz between the opposed planets here, some tension or some excitement building around the energy of the moon at this time. So it's about how we feel, how it feels for us how does it feel for us when there's so much information coming in? Everyone is different. Some of us thrive under that kind of pressure. We relish the opportunity to rise to an occasion. Some of us are likely to throw up our hands and say, that's it, I didn't sign on for all of this. Sun in Virgo tells me we'll stick to work that shows tried and true results. Moon in Cancer says, how do I personally feel about this sense of confusion or overwhelm? What is this likely to elicit in me? And the answer to this question may help you determine with more clarity the way you go forward. Then at 10:58 p.m., I wanted to say that Mercury opposite Jupiter, it culminates at 12:56 p.m. Same time as Moon's square to Mercury, and just after Moon's square to Jupiter, see? So there they all are together. Okay, at 10:58 this evening, Sun goes trine to Pluto. This is another one that we've been discussing, but which culminates in its strength today. Leo and Scorpio. Sun trine to Pluto is a blessing of clarity where we can see very clearly, it's right there, where we can see very clearly what deeply held fears and insecurities can be now jettisoned from our lives. Importantly and ongoing, the Sun trine Pluto aspect composes part of this grand trine that we've been watching between the Sun, Uranus, and Pluto, all three aspecting one another in a trine way. So, and then the Sun's opposition to Neptune makes things a little more interesting because now we've built ourselves a kite. Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. On its own, the grand trine there of blessings surrounding our self-expression in the world and permission from the divine to approach transformation may not work to actually set us in motion. What we need is a goal. And this is where Neptune comes in. In all retrograde in Pisces, we can see clearly the differences between our present realities and our dreams, and that is a blessing in itself. Taken all together, this blessing of metamorphosis is designed specifically for people who are willing to work in the service of achieving their most ideal circumstances. And that's your own most ideal circumstances, not anybody else's. Venus is now coming into a similar grand trine. You see that Venus is here trine to Uranus and Pluto, just like the Sun is now. And eventually Venus is going to replace the Sun as the tail end of this kite in opposition to Neptune. And this indicates a shift in this make changes, follow your dreams vibe from a certain sort of hesitation to do the work to a willingness to be open and receive the blessings of transformation on offer. So that's kind of where we're going this week from our hesitation and from talking about the different things that we don't like about having to make these changes to more open willingness to go in search of the beauty of that transformation. Venus is also currently square to Mars right there. Aries, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio. This may bring in some tension, especially with our close partners or whoever it is that we keep the closest to us. There's a great deal of potential here to create something beautiful from the interaction of our perceptive hearts and our more assertive parts. The square aspect calls us to remember our very good reasons for being very kind to the person or people that we love the most. And of course, there is retrograde season. Let's see, we've got Uranus and Chiron and Jupiter and Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury, all retrograde. More than half of our planets have made a shift where they appear, from our perspective, to move backward along their regular trajectory. This perspective is an error based on the fact that we look at things from the perspective of the Earth and not the Sun. And this error in perception opens us up to the potential for errors in handling the energies of these various planets. This is a time to be purposeful about slowing down and attending to the details of the stuff you're trying to get done, okay? Whether it's getting a bill passed in Congress or paying the light bill, it may require more patience than you thought. So give yourself the grace of some flexibility in your time whenever you can. Coming up tomorrow, Venus culminates a trine with Uranus, and we can really begin to feel that openness to new ways of getting the stuff we like, love, and can't get enough of. And then Tuesday, Venus goes quincunx to Saturn again, reminding us not to go overboard on spending and other excesses. And then the new moon next Sunday in Libra will grace us with an opportunity to pause and appreciate the current moment as we change gears from this mode of decrease to that mode of increase. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For further discussion about today's aspects, please consider visiting my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude truly go out to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.